Today we're going to make veggie fried rice. It's a really easy and versatile recipe, and I love making it, especially if I have leftover vegetables and rice because it's really quick. So today I'm going to use zucchini and broccoli because that's what I had in my fridge, but you can use really any vegetables that you like. I find that carrots and mushrooms are really good in this, as well as frozen peas and even frozen corn. So use whatever you have. Okay, and you're gonna need 2 eggs. If you wanna make it vegan, you don't have to add the eggs, but I really like the way it tastes and it adds some extra protein, which is always really good. And for seasoning, you wanna use some soy sauce, some garlic powder, and some salt and pepper for seasoning the vegetables. And finally, you're gonna need 1.5 cups to 2 cups of cooked rice. I use brown rice, but you can also use white rice if that's what you like. And this is actually a really great recipe to use leftover rice, but I didn't have any, so I had to make it fresh. Okay, so take a pan, spray it down with some sort of cooking spray, and start cooking your vegetables. I'm gonna add some garlic powder and also some salt and pepper, just to season the vegetables and make them super flavorful. So now you just want to cook your vegetables and stir them and make sure that they cook pretty evenly. And a trick that I use when I cook really dense vegetables like broccoli or cauliflower or carrots is to add a couple tablespoons of water to my hot pan, and it steams it and helps it cook more evenly. So after a couple minutes, the water should be completely boiled away and the vegetables should be perfectly cooked. So what we want to do now is to move the vegetables to the perimeter of the pan so that we can start cooking our egg. So you want to spray it down with cooking spray, and then you want to add your egg. Okay, so as soon as you have your eggs in the pan, what you want to do is break the yolk and just kind of spread it into a really thin layer. And you want your heat to be pretty high because you want the egg to cook quickly rather than giving it a chance to scramble itself. As you see here, what I'm doing is I'm creating little lines in the eggs with my wooden spoon, and this kind of helps it to cook evenly, and it also makes sure that you don't end up with any really big pieces of egg. So after doing this for a couple minutes, my eggs are mostly cooked, and you can see they're in really small little pieces, which is perfect for fried rice. And now I'm just going to start cooking everything. So I'm just going to move all the vegetables in and stir it up, and just basically what you want to do is make sure there's no liquid. If there's any liquid in your vegetables or in the eggs when you add the rice, then you're going to end up with mushy fried rice. So you want to make sure that you cook all that off before you add the rice. So you want to add the rice, and then you want to season it with the soy sauce and the garlic powder. And I like to add a little bit at first and then kind of stir it up and taste it, and then you can always add more later. And something that I like to add to my veggie fried rice is either a little bit of butter or olive oil or coconut oil. And what this does is it gives your rice that restaurant quality fried taste and texture without adding a bunch of unhealthy fats. At this point, you want to taste your rice and add any other seasonings that you want, and then you're going to cook it for about 5 minutes on medium heat. This is a finished fried rice. The recipe makes enough for 2 people, or if you're on your own, then it's really good warmed up the next day. And I've been really into adding hot sauce to my fried rice, but it's really good even if you just eat it plain, but the hot sauce does taste really good. Well, I am looking forward to eating my fried rice lunch and watch some Mad Men on Netflix. So if you try this recipe, please let me know what kind of veggies you use and any tips and tricks. And I will be back with a new video shortly. Bye!